We're literally living on a floating rock in space. What? And you would limit yourself? Remember in Fairly Odd Parents? The Fairly Odd Parents? The Fairy Odd Parents? Oh no, it was Fairy. Or was it Fairly Odd Parents? Oh my gosh. Anyways, remember in the Fairy Odd Parents where Timmy could just think up a wish and the Fairy Odd Parents would make it come true? Guys, this is literally the universe that we live in. This is really how simple and easy everything is. Once you decide that you don't want to suffer anymore, guess what? You don't have to. Once you decide that you don't want to suffer anymore, guess what? You don't have to. You know, it's like that X post. It's like, y'all be saying y'all fighting demons and the demons be fucking bills. Y'all be saying y'all fighting demons and the demons be no impulse control. Y'all be saying y'all fighting demons and the demons be sugar. Like, and you guys are like, oh God, it's so hard living this way. It doesn't have to be hard. It's really up to you. It's really up to you how you choose to live your life. And if you want to lean into the suffering, change is not an easy thing. Change is not an easy thing. This is why I think that most people, when they decide to make their greatest shift, they're normally at rock bottom. But you're completely capable of changing and manifesting and living the life, because there's somebody out there that's living a life that you're praying about, or you want to have, you desire to have, but you're so far away because your head is up your ass. Why are you following the shade room? You're still following the shade room. You're still talking about people that don't even know your name. You're still focusing on stupid shit like traffic. You know, you're still rushing. You're still doing these things that you know doesn't support the lifestyle that you desire to have. And that's only keeping you in the lifestyle that you don't want to have even longer. When you don't take those impulses, those little tugs at your heart that say, maybe you should lean into the higher self a little more. It's like a pendulum. When the pendulum is all the way on the bad and you focus on everything that's going wrong, more things are gonna go wrong. The Fairy Odd Parents, they do show up. They're like, okay, this bitch wants a disaster. When the pendulum is over here in success and love, the Fairy Odd Parents, they show up even more and begin those little things that you didn't even know that you could have, like that one mansion on the vision board that you created in 2017. Suddenly you're inside of it. And you're looking around and you're like, how the fuck did I get here? Because you decided to stay on this side and you decided to focus your mind, your heart, your emotions on the success. Do you realize it's so rare? Like, as everybody says this all the time, but we're literally on a floating rock in space. That makes no fucking sense. We're literally living on a floating rock in space. What? And you would limit yourself? We're literally living in a floating rock in space, and it's been scientifically proven by like Joe Dispenza that anything that you focus on magnifies. And you can't do that. You can't focus on what you want. You can't focus on what you have a desire for and emulate the emotion for having it. Damn, what can you do? Because I don't want to hear no excuses about the illusions, because the illusions are just that. When you stop thinking about it, the illusion is no longer there. When you close your eyes, nothing's there. We're literally in a floating rock in space, and we have the ability to be our own genie at life. We are literally in a I don't think you're hearing me. We're literally in a floating rock in space, and we have the ability to be our own genie at life. Do you know how crazy that is? We're literally in a floating rock in space, and you have the ability to be your own fairy odd parent. It's so funny because whenever I was younger, I used to think to myself, oh my gosh, Timmy is so lucky. He get everything he want for real, and he be wishing wrong and it be going wrong. He can wish anything into existence and he be doing stupid shit, bro. Like, if I had fairy odd parents, I would be the richest person on earth. If I had fairy odd parents, I would ask for world peace. If I had fairy odd parents, I would make candy healthy. If I had fairy odd parents, I would be an adult right now. If I had I used to go on and on and on. I was like, bruh, every episode I watch of Fairy Odd Parents, I'm about to say everything that I would do. Little did I know I had that manifesting power. Little did I know I had the power of the Fairy Odd Parents inside of me. But guess what? There's no rule book. Before The Princess and the Frog came out, my favorite movie was Aladdin. And I was like, damn, if I had 3 wishes, I woulda, coulda, shoulda. If I had 3 wishes, let me find a bottle. When I was younger, my favorite show to watch was I Dream of Jeannie. And I was like, if Jeannie could zap some wishes for me, do you know what I could conjure up? Do you know how crazy life would be? And guess what? You have the opportunity. You have infinite possibilities. You can do whatever you want. You can manifest it into existence. We have healing abilities. Whenever we cut ourselves, our skin mends itself back together. That's crazy. I don't know who they is, but some people will lean into the human aspect instead of the fact that we have infinite potential. Some people will lean into the human aspect in the fact of suffering instead of the human aspect to love, to create, to crave, to desire. They're trying to convince you that you're human, so you gotta suffer. They try to convince you you're human, so nothing that you do is ever gonna really matter. I loved this teacher of mine, but I remember whenever we walked into the class, the first thing she said, no one is gonna care about what you write. And let me tell you how that impacted me. It's actually so crazy whenever you think about it. It's like those little beliefs, those self-limiting beliefs that she imposed on herself, it made its way into my life because I was thinking to myself like, damn, nobody cares what I have to say unless I sound like a professor. No one cares what I have to say. And then you know what? I saw niggas that was saying everything that I was thinking, and I saw how much people cared about what they had to say. I wonder if she ever thinks about her belief in saying no one cares. Okay, this is completely a tangent, but I just ever think, you know, sometimes thought can be contagious, and I just want you to know that you have the power, you have the potential inside of you to be that fairy odd parent of your life. You have the power and potential to literally say, all right, I think I want to be in Belize. Or like, you have the power and potential to say, all right, I want to be in Miami on a yacht. And the fairy odd parents go, bet your wish is my command. We are living with genies. We are living with our own spirits. We are living with support. We're living with ancestral support. We're living with all of these things that shouldn't be ignored. And they want you to tap into the human and the physical aspect so bad and make you forget that you're a spirit. And because you are a spirit, you have infinite possibilities, because in the spirit world, there is no such thing as restriction. There is no such thing as suffering. Everything is boundless. That's why you aren't bound by a body. That's why when people talk about experiencing past life, reincarnation, or death, or whatever, they say I floated up and everything felt so light. Because you were able to expand. You were no longer bound by the physical. The genie inside of us is like our spirit, basically. But we have the option to bring about whatever we wish. And if our wish is what we choose to focus on and have emotional value to, then you would have to think to yourself, all I would have to do is sit back, place emotional value and love and happiness on the things that I would want and desire. And it would happen for me. This is why I record on my MacBook, because it makes me think of a time when I wanted a MacBook so bad and I never thought I would have one. You know, I wasn't like, oh, I can't afford that. I was just like, that's $1,000. That's a lot of money. But I eventually was able to purchase my own MacBook and I can sit and just chat. Like, we can't forget to be excited about the things that we manifest. We can't forget to be excited about the love that we've had in our lives. We can't forget to be excited that inside of us is just a little genie that's like, she/he emotionally attached to, okay, we're gonna bring them more of that. It's literally like that. So y'all better interact with y'all fairy odd parents and make sure you manifested something that you actually fucking want. Y'all better interact with your fairy odd parents and make sure that you bring into fruition things that you actually love. Because what's the point? Anyways, I gotta go handle my scandal, and I will see you in another video, because there's always gonna be another video.